All right, family, what's going on? It's your brother Assad. Oh, it's Dr. Assad now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So, and this is my wife, Adrian, and
Hey.
just giving you guys a quick update on our time here in Joburg. So, when we first arrived, we lied to ourselves. We went out, we went out to eat, and I said, "Yeah, when I come back, I'm gonna take a little nap and
Hit the ground running.
yeah, we jet lag killed all that. So that day was a wash. So I guess I don't know. What did we do on?
Well, the next what was that? We got here on a Saturday. That was
I don't
Saturday.
remember what we did on Sunday.
Does it matter?
No,
Just a
Sunday we
hangout
drove. No, Sunday we drove to the elephant sanctuary.
Right,
Harvey Sport. So we drove. I guess it's about an hour.
Yeah.
Outside of Johannesburg,
in the Northwest Province,
and it is a beautiful drive, absolutely beautiful drive. You see all of the mountains and the change in scenery. It's just really magnificent. So we took the kids out there, and they did some feeding of the elephants, and we got to walk with the elephants and touch the elephants, and that was a pretty cool experience.
Yeah.
We had actually gone to the elephant sanctuary previously. And on the way leaving, we finished our tour with the elephants, and
we stopped at the go-kart place.
No, I want to talk about leaving actually out of the sanctuary and getting attacked by those monkeys. Man, we were leaving out of the sanctuary, so I guess the sanctuary is all like blocked off with fencing and all that stuff, and it's kind of like a nature reserve.
Yeah.
Right?
And you have to walk through the monkey reserve to get out of that to where the elephants are. So it's like a double gated doorway that you walk out. So we had to go back through the gated it's like a dome almost, right? Like to keep the monkeys contained.
Right. And they were not contained at all.
Nah. And they warned us before we went to keep things out of your pockets.
They were like,
stuff.
Hold on to your cell phone and watch your bags because the monkeys are smart
and then
they'll take your stuff and run and they're gone.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't steal anything from me, but they surprised the hell out of me because as we were walking, it's like us and another couple in front of us, and then maybe some people.
There's a family with kids in front of us.
Yeah, no. Then there were it was an older man, I guess, and his granddaughter or something, and they were out there, and all of a sudden it's just like, and it was like a million monkeys.
Everywhere, across the trees, running on the walkways beside you, llamas, all sorts of different monkeys. And I was like, where are they coming from?
I'm not used to monkeys.
At all.
I'm used to some gorillas, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like some street gorillas. These were some monkeys. And they were just standing there looking. And I had an adverse experience with the monkeys the last time I was there. One of them jumped on the thing and showed me his teeth. What do you call them? Teeth. And I was like, ooh, this is deep. So this time I was shook.
Yeah,
I was like,
and it didn't help that the couple in front of us, they were African, right?
Yeah.
And so they just that girl stopped. She was like, oh my God. She just stopped. So we all behind her kind of froze, like, what's happening?
That fight or flight, and she just.
And then finally, the couple, they were Indian. They came from around us and just started walking. And so I was like, okay, let's walk. Let's walk.
If they get hit,
right,
we just know to keep.
So we just heads down, don't make eye contact, just walk.
Yeah.
And the African couple followed. Once we walked by all three couples, plus us and the kids.
Yeah.
Walked to the exit, but the family they were still back there playing with the monkeys. You could hear them laughing and everything, and we were us, couples of color.
Right.
We're all ready to bounce,
I'm not with it.
It was funny.
They could have scratched my face up. I'm pretty.
So we got out of there.
Yeah, so we left there, and then we went go-kart riding.
Yeah.
With the kids. So that was cool because they got to drive, and my eldest, he crashed first lap. Boom! Right into some tires, and he's looking bewildered and shit. I'm like, well, you're gonna lose this race. You better get back out there and ride. You didn't pay for this. But no, so that was fun. I guess it was fun for about the first 5 laps. But those go-karts are pretty small.
Yeah.
And you're in a this kind of crunched up position, and my knees ain't what I don't have knees like Megan. So, so I was like, this is hurting. So I stopped after about lap 7. And they kept going for the remainder. So then what did we do yesterday? Yesterday we
took care of business.
We handled business. We came to handle business. We did
what we came to do.
Yeah, we went to the bank. Actually, went to the bank Saturday.
Right. When we first got it.
Yeah, we went to the bank Saturday, and then we went to see about the apartment complex that we own here in Joburg, and so. Let's tell the story of my gangster being tested. So we need a property manager. We needed a property management company, and we had one, and we're not happy with them. So someone else recommended this other company. So I'd actually called the guy while we were in the States. We'd already had some communication back and forth or whatever have you. So yesterday morning, I'm like, okay, cool. Let me call him so we can go get his paperwork signed, get everything squared away. So I was like, hey, his name is Steve. I was like, hey, Steve, what's going on? I'm in town. I'm going to come sign this paperwork. He's like, I can meet you somewhere. That should have been my first. That should have been my first. He was like, I can meet you somewhere. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I got a rental car. I'm swinging. I'm good. I know how to drive around the city. So, yeah, I'll be there. I said I'll get there around 1 o'clock or whatever time it was. I told him I'd be there. So if you know the part of town we're staying in Rosebank. And Rosebank will fool you about Johannesburg, right? Like Rosebank, Sandton, Four Ways, Paulsef, all of these places are within Joburg. And they're like really small cities within this major metropolitan area. And these places are beautiful, just beautiful, filled with black folk, but absolutely beautiful. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's a but. I shouldn't use but. It's beautiful. And it's filled with black folks, right? However, South Africa is one of the most income unequal countries on planet Earth. So whereas you have these black folk in Sandton and Rosebank driving, Mercedes and Range Rovers and all that good stuff, there is another side to Joburg. And I saw that side yesterday. I was riding.
Up close and personal.
Up close and personal. You understand? So I was riding, and as we are getting there, we jumped on the M1 and jumped off.
But I was looking at the navigation. I saw the word that said Hillbrow. Now, I've never been to Hillbrow, but from what I've heard of Hillbrow, it's nothing nice.
And it ain't. Trust me.
Nothing nice. So I was like, wait, we going into Hillbrow? Like, this what we're doing?
So let me tell you the second hint. The second hint was this one right here. As we get into Hillbrow, this is like going uptown. If you're from New Orleans, just think you're going uptown, Magnolia, Callio, Melpomene. Just think this is what Hillbrow looks like, right? As we are riding, we're stopping at red lights, and people going around us. I said, damn, what is dude?
Passing the red lights.
Why is he not stopping at the red light? It happened one time. I was like, this guy's in a rush. These people are just crazy out here. Second red light. Nobody stopping at the red lights. We the only clowns stopping at the red.
So it made me think of times in the past, because I've had friends that have lived in South Africa, and they were like, one time it was so bad, like the carjackings in certain areas, that they would tell people not to stop at the red lights, especially at night. Right. So that's what came to mind. I was like, oh, is that? Is that what's going on here?
That's that. Nobody stopping at the red. We the only clowns.
Like, why are we doing this?
Wow. Look at looking around like straight squares, stopping at the red lights, man. So, and that's just at the beginning of Hillbrow. Yeah. As you get into it, about 5-6 good blocks, it was like 1,000 Negroes just everywhere on one corner. And what
buildings too. It's like when you're on the highway, there's lots of space. The deeper you got in, it's like the buildings got closer. Just the congestion, you just felt like it's tight.
If you ever seen like those documentaries on what hip hop looked like when it started in the Bronx, and they said the Bronx looked like Beirut and all the buildings were burned down. Yeah, that's what it looked like. And everybody on the corner, what Vitamin Q said? Vitamin Q said they all look like they chose violence. They woke up.
Shout out to Q.
Shout out to VQ. Man, they all look like they woke up and chose violence yesterday. I was about 1,000 of them. So I called Steve. I'm like, Steve, is this the right area? He's like, oh, you'll be fine. Okay, cool. All right, well, let me turn back around because I was about to get out of there.
About to leave.
Yeah, I was
like, let's go.
This ain't it. I ain't got no strap.
Let's go ahead and meet him somewhere else, you know?
Right.
We got kids in the car. It's a lot. It's a lot.
So he comes downstairs. He says, I'm going to meet you downstairs. So he comes downstairs and he meets us downstairs. He's like, okay, park in the garage. Now, I don't know how to describe how dark and dingy this garage was. It smelled like urine.
The garage was scary.
The garage was scary. I was like, man, what?
Like, where are we going?
Why?
And then there was random people kicking it in the garage. So it's dark. The lights out. There's trash. Broken down cars.
It's like buku, like somebody named Sput. My mama used to get a car fixed by this dude named Sput up under a tree somewhere. It was my daddy friend, and it looked like everybody got all these cars and car parts and shit.
It was a lot.
The children were sleeping in the back seat. Man, when they woke up, like they traumatized. They traumatized.
Why are we here? It smells bad. Man, so we wake them up. We gotta follow Mr. Steve up a flight of stairs.
Straight projects.
It felt like the project.
Straight Cabrini Green.
Man, look, there were so many dudes just hanging out in the staircase.
Yeah.
And it smelled like urine. And it was dark in the staircase.
Yeah.
I was like, man, where are we going? God help us.
I'm
like, going on?
So let's describe Steve. Steve got one lonely goal. Steve got one lonely goal right here. Open face goal, but his teeth small. He a big dude, but his teeth small, and he got like a goal.
Open face goal right here. On the side.
Yeah,
I don't know if I trust Steve.
I don't know. I'm like, okay, cool. So boom, we get into.
But wait, when I said I don't know if I can trust Steve, what you say? Something like, well, this is where our apartment at. This is who we need to be dealing with.
Steve look like he can handle these people. And we about to tell you about Steve. So we get into there's an office. So we were like, all this time we're bewildered. Like, God, dog, where are we? Why are we here? So we get up these flights, the flights of stairs or whatever have you. I'm winded, right? We walk out and there's actually an office and it says office. And we go in and Adrian leaves the door open.
Yeah, man. I didn't leave it up. First of all, I didn't open it. I walked behind a train of people.
Right.
And it was open. So I just walked on through and kept walking. The guy at the desk in front was like, because he was meeting with somebody. And I'm just like, what's going on? Yeah. He points to the door like, go get the door. Oh.
Security, baby. Okay. We can't leave that open. These people will run in here.
I had to go close the door.
So close the door. Then we get actually in a conference room with a nice table, I might add. And so Steve was like, your name is King? I was like, yeah. He was like, there's a lady that works here. She's my supervisor, manager, whatever. Her name is King also. He said, I'm going to go get her. So she came in and she made us feel a lot better. She was very professional, very nice.
Yeah, I was like, I felt a little bit more comfortable with Miss King there. What was your response?
Because she light skinned. That's all it was. An embedded self-hate. The light-skinned woman came in.
This King came in like a professional, though. All the way up until that point, I felt like, what in the hell is going on?
Steve with the gold wasn't making me feel. Yeah, he wasn't making me feel too good.
She came with a suit on. She was talking business. She was like, this is how we handle things. I was like, okay.
So then she tells us the story. She was like, because Steve is we call him our miracle guy because, he took a bullet for the company. The man was just standing over him shooting him. I was like, whoa, Steve.
I think all four of us, you and the kids, were like,
what kind of property y'all managing?
Right. Well, y'all can handle ours because I ain't nothing like that.
I was for the old people, but gee whiz. I asked Steve, I said, Steve, did they give you a raise after taking the shots? But man, so yeah. So I mean, after that, it was actually No problem. We went in and came out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
and
we went in and came
us,
out.
They walked with us. It was really
Like
funny.
the neighbors are coming out. I hope we're not being too loud.
Yeah, I hope
but
no, she's on the phone.
So Steve walked us out.
Yeah.
Or whatever have you, and he actually followed us to our
to the property.
Our property, which
Him
was like
and his supervisor, right?
Right. Which was like 20 minutes away, so they can get pictures and
yeah.
all of that good stuff. So it was actually not a bad experience. We was just shook for a little bit.
It was just funny.
Yeah, it was something else.
It was funny.
What do we have up on our agenda tomorrow? We are going where? To Pretoria. We're going to Pretoria. Holla at Sandy. And then Thursday, I think we're going zip lining with the children. So that'll be fun. And we have some other people that we're supposed to hook up with here if Adrian decides to call them. But I'm
going to call her.
Yeah.
This lady, she's a really nice lady, but I also understand she's a mother of 5.
Yeah. Well, she told us to holler at her when we got here, so I guess we should holler at her. And so, anyway, that's our story, man. Appreciate you guys listening, man. We'll still be taking some pictures and videos and all that good stuff. And anything else?
No, that's it.
All righty. Well, peace out.